Hi, this is Milani, and we are in chapter 13, section 1, problem number 3. From this problem, we are trying to find the increasing, decreasing, relative mean, relative max. We are dealing with the fraction. The first thing we pay attention is the domain. Domain of any fraction is all real numbers except the value of denominator. The value of the denominator is 5. Then everything except 5. Then we are going to find the derivative. But don't forget, is the quotient rule. From the first side, I'm going to get f prime of x. From the second side, quotient rule. Derivative of a numerator, derivative of a x is 1, derivative of a 4 is going to be 0. That means derivative of a numerator is 1 times denominator minus derivative of a denominator, derivative of a x is 1, derivative of a minus 5 is 0, then derivative of a denominator is 1 times the numerator over this denominator to the exponent 2. That is our calculus. Now, in this problem, I do not have any GCF and the outside is 1. That means I can get rid of my parentheses except because here I have a minus 1. That means when I get rid of the parentheses, positive x is become negative x and positive 4 is become negative 4. Then positive x is gone, minus 5 combined with the minus 4 is become minus 9. Remember, at this moment, you need to be really sharp on your derivative. Now, this is my derivative. Anytime my first derivative is the fraction, when you are trying to find the critical point, set your derivative equal 0, solve for x. When I set it equals 0, because here is the fraction, I made it 0 over 1. Then I do have a 1 fraction in the first side, 1 fraction in the second side. The easiest way to solve, you can cross multiply. That means minus 9 times 1 and then this denominator times 0. Minus 9 times 1 is become minus 9. This denominator times 0 is become 0. Now, by looking at it, there is no x to solve. Minus 9 is equal 0. I do not have a true statement. Then my critical point is going to be none. Now, in order for us to find the increasing, decreasing, we will go get help from the denominator. Don't forget, this is the rational equation. The value of the denominator will be vertical asymptote. Then, set the denominator equal 0. Solve for x, which is x is going to be equal 5. Don't forget, I indicated this is the VA means vertical asymptote. Then, I'm going to label the vertical asymptote on my line. Now, to find the increasing, decreasing, I have to go on the table with the first derivative. Now, the easiest way to do, my derivative, I'm going to actually write it down here. Then, pick a number in the left side of the 5, which easiest one is 4. But don't forget, don't just say 4. Don't say f of 4 because table to find the increasing, decreasing has to be f prime of a 4. Pick a number in the right side of the 5, which is become f prime of a 6. Now, try to understand your derivative, then this way it would make it easier to finish this table. Look at your derivative. The numerator is the -9. That means is the minus. Denominator, I have a parenthesis to the exponent 2. That means the x is any number. The numerator is become negative because there is no x. Denominator, because I have exponent 2, is become positive. Means f prime of a 4, negative over positive divided by each other is negative. F prime of a 6, again, is going to be negative over positive, which is negative. Then, these two, I'm going to label it on my line. In the left side is decreasing. In the right side is decreasing. Then, my increasing is going to be, there is no positive sign. That means my increasing is going to be none. Then decreasing. Decreasing is everything, but don't forget, except your vertical asymptote. That means my decreasing is going to be the same as my domain. Relative max. Relative max is increasing to decreasing. I don't have any increasing, then relative max is going to be none. Relative mean is going to be decreasing to increasing. Again, no increasing, then the relative mean is going to be none.